I got hit by a car and I broke my spine and my shoulder blade. And this is that story. I was in this bed for 2 months, 8 weeks, mandatory bed rest. That's over now. I'm still on painkillers, the strong ones, because I'm in slight pain. So not back to 100% yet, but I figured a little story time video, which I did actually upload, like the previous video, is me letting you guys know that, hey, the accident happened and I'm gonna be taking a little break from YouTube, but now, full story. Along with the accident video. Here it is. We're about to play it. My sister somehow got her hands on this. And if you're a little squeamish, you don't want to see it, skip ahead like a minute or just close your eyes and, I'll narrate a little bit what's going on. Not much to say really, but here I am on my scooter, which, yes, I know going over the road on the scooter is a bit of a no-no, but it saves time, which, learned my lesson. But I stopped here waiting for the cars to stop because there were no lights. It was a construction zone-ish type of thing. So I went, and there you go. There's the kaplamo, if you will. Now that car was nice enough to stop. The people ran to me, as you're about to see. At the angle I was, it was really uncomfortable. I was facing the ground, so I didn't see any faces. I just heard people talk. They were like, don't move, which I knew as well, not to move. I knew that much. Okay, so whoever didn't want to see the video or had their eyes closed, now it's over. Gone. You can watch again. Like I mentioned, the lights didn't work, but also my view, other than the first lane, my view was kind of blocked because of the blue signs. So I waited, for me at least what it seemed, a decent while for all the rows to stop. I only saw the first row stopping, so I was like, okay, no other rows, nothing's happening, no other cars are coming. So I went and got hit. Of course, Murphy's Law, just as I went, a car came speeding down. Now, let me check my pinpoint so I don't forget anything. Before I got hit, I actually looked towards the car and I recognized that the speed was too much, and before I got hit, I remembered thinking, I'm gonna get hit. I didn't have time to react physically, but I remembered thinking, I'm gonna get hit, and then I did. So, that was the moment. I didn't black out or anything, I was awake for the whole flight, as such. Although I think I had my eyes closed, because it happened so fast, I don't recall any, sky views for me, so I'm pretty sure I closed my eyes and then hit the ground. For a second there, my brain refused to accept that it actually just happened. It felt like, not a dream per se, but I don't know. Just for a moment I was like, this isn't real. It didn't just happen. If you go through the accident video, in slow-mo or frame by frame, you can see me actually fold. My legs were here for me when I hit the ground, because I hit the ground with my back and then the legs folded on me. I think that's when I broke my back, but I'm not too sure. The L2 area in my back and then my right shoulder blade. My leg was also scraped up. I'm not sure from the video. I'm also aware it's blurry. The actual video is way more widescreen, like an action camera view from a house. But for you, I tried to zoom it in more, which in return makes it blurrier. I'm sorry. A little sin from me, I wasn't wearing a helmet, which I do actually have a nice expensive helmet, 60 euros. I wasn't wearing it because... What the hell is that? Oh, this the washing machine got done. This is going well. I wasn't wearing it because I was just a quick trip to the store. What could go wrong? Anyway, yeah, I landed on my back and then I rolled over on my stomach and I was laying kind of like this on the ground. I'm pretty sure there's a picture of me, which is kind of sad. But yeah, my arm was in such a bad position, so everyone was telling me not to move, which I also knew without them having to tell me, but I really wanted to. I wanted to because of the position I was in. My arm was killing me, my shoulder. bad position, wanted to turn around, whatever, move, but didn't. I stuck through that time. I was waiting for the ambulance because one of the people that ran to me, I still have the video up. I should probably close it. This is getting awkward for me. One of the people that ran to me was a lady and then the other one was a guy. And I remember both of them were like, don't move, don't move. And then the lady asked me, do you want me to call the ambulance? I was like, yes. And I was like, call my mom. I gave her phone number and the lady called my mom, but she didn't pick up because it was a stranger's number. So then after the ambulance came and rolled me on a stretcher, I took my phone out of my pocket and I called my mom. So that's how I managed to contact her. And as they were putting me on the stretcher and stuff, I couldn't really tell her where we were. I was kind of disoriented. So I remember I gave my phone to a police officer so he would talk to her, so that not only could he probably tell her our location better than I could have, but also because the paramedics were telling me, stop, stop with the phone, we need to work here. So I have a few pictures of them working on me and then a little selfie where you can see me with the neck brace, because no one knew what I had broken at that point. So it was like, don't move, let us work, just taking every precaution. So I mentioned my leg, a little scraped up picture there. That's all that it seemed to be. But in that moment, my leg hurt more than my back and my shoulders. So I thought it broke. I was sure it's bent and the bone is sticking out. I made a decision not to look at my leg because I knew I would panic more. So I was like, it hurts. It's probably broken. I'm not going to look at it. And I didn't look at it up until I got discharged from the hospital the entire time. But we'll get to that. Then they got me on the stretcher. I don't know what they put around me. They could have even pumped it up with air and stuff. But either way, I was put like this, like stuck between something, so I couldn't move at all, just in case any bones were broken. I'm guessing digging into my organs, or I don't know, just so I wouldn't move at all. They like squeezed me into something. I don't know what it was, I couldn't see. Because I was stuck like that, they had to put an IV from here instead of here, and I got the darkest bruise ever. And it's still not gone 100%, it's right here. I don't know if you can see that. If I move my arm a little bit, you can see here like a little darker spot. So that's that. When they put the IV in, I was obviously already in the ambulance. They put me there. And my mom arrived. I heard her cry. I was staring at the ceiling. I had the neck brace on. I couldn't move or do anything. So I just only heard her. And she was really sad. She cried. And she said it's her birthday. And it was. Out of all the days in the year, I managed to get hit by a car on her birthday. God damn it. I felt so bad. I remember one of the medics asked me, so what did you get your mom for birthday? Like trying to distract me from the situation, I guess. And it was nice of him. So the ambulance was there, the cops were there. My mom talked to the cops, which she did obviously outside of the ambulance, i.e. I didn't hear, I don't know what they talked about, just probably the accident, and the ambulance took off. Took me to the hospital. My mom stayed at the scene for a little while to collect all my stuff. The scooter, obviously, it's a little broken now. My shoe went flying, one of my shoes, so they rolled me into the hospital with just one shoe on. And she also picked up this because she wasn't sure if it's something I lost or not, but it's actually the car. It's a car piece. So there you go. Souvenir for me. So then I made it to the hospital. They rolled me in. Everyone came, started like working on me, asking me questions. I remember they asked me over and over and over again, what hurts? Like, what's wrong? I remember I got so annoyed eventually telling them over and over again. It was like, I already told you. So my leg hurt, my back, and my shoulder. I don't remember what they asked, but I thought about replying like, too bad I lived. Like a little dark humor, but I also realized if they take it seriously, I'm gonna end up in a psych ward. So I just didn't say anything, just stared at the ceiling. They rolled me into some room for scans. I'm guessing it's all those like x-rays, MRIs, whatever scans exist, everything. So they could see what bones are broken, if any organs are damaged, internal bleeding maybe, I don't know, all the stuff they have to do. And then they put me in the emergency room. As they were rolling me from the scanning rooms to the emergency room, my sister made it there. My mom had called her, and that was the first time I teared up. Throughout it all, I was completely calm, and I'm a big crier. I can't control my emotions, especially when it comes to crying. I'm even tearing up now a little bit. So that was the first time I teared up, because she stroked my head. She was like, it's okay, everything's gonna be okay. So that was kind of emotional. Before that, and after that, I managed to be tear-free, unlike now. Good on me. Surprising. I literally felt annoyed more than any other emotion, because I was on my way to the store, I had specific things I had to buy, and now this accident happened. So I was annoyed throughout the whole process. The doctor was nice, ortho, I believe, bones and stuff. She was nice, but there was this guy, he was either a nurse or an intern, I'm not sure, among a lot of other nurses or interns there in the emergency room. He seemed really... Either he was having a bad day or just... I don't know. He wasn't rude per se. He wasn't like... He didn't say rude stuff that much. Just the vibe I got, that I felt like he was mad at me or something, which obviously isn't the case. Like, he doesn't even know me, but that's just the vibe. So he told my sister to leave, because apparently there's no visitors allowed there. So those are the rules, I guess. And I stupidly gave my phone to my sister, because I was like, I'm gonna lose it here, so just take it. It's expensive, I don't want to have to like buy a new one, so take it with you. Big brain, how am I gonna contact anyone when I get released if I don't have my phone? But yeah, my sister took my phone with her, and when she had to leave, she gave my phone to my mom, who was in the waiting room. And so I stayed in that bed. Yeah, it wasn't a stretcher, it was a bed. Not a comfy bed, but I stayed there till they were waiting for the scans and stuff. And it was really uncomfortable, because not only was I in pain, the neck brace has this edge at the back, and it was digging into my skull. I was really, really uncomfortable. It started to hurt, so I, like, ever so slightly tried to move my head left and right so that, like, different spots at the back would be up against that edge. And around that time, also, the pain switched from the leg hurting the most to my back hurting the most. And I didn't even realize it was my back. I thought it was my hips. I thought my hips were shattered in the accident. So I kept telling that, oh yeah, my leg, my hips, and my shoulder hurt. I was in a lot of pain, so the guy, they put IV here. In the ambulance it was here, but then they put it here in the hospital. He injected something that was really, like, felt bitter or stingy, and it didn't knock me out per se, but I did take a little nap there for, like, there was a clock on the wall, so I think for, like, 30 minutes to an hour, not a big nap. And no one told me anything. Info-wise, kept in the dark. I had to be brave enough to ask. Now, for a normal person, asking is not a big deal, but for an autistic person who's afraid to talk to strangers, it was a big thing for me to actually have to ask him, what's happening? Like, what are we waiting for? So he told me then that we're waiting for the scanner results. He asked me, do I have to pee? I was like, no, I like, don't feel like it, don't have to. So that was good, because later, when I already got released, I asked, like, what if I would have had to pee? And he was like, then pen. That would have been awkward as all hell. So I'm really glad that I went to the bathroom. I had the need to go to the bathroom as I was released, and not sooner, because then already they rolled me with a wheelchair to the bathroom. But yeah, I slightly jumped ahead. But then while I was laying there, finally, after 5 hours, the doc came, and she was like, your back's shattered. Well, not shattered. Your back's broken. Your shoulder's broken. And then she got more into detail about like the L2 placement, the scapula, shoulder blade, all those medical terms. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just the first words, back's broken, shoulder is broken. That was what I understood. And she got to the point that, it's not that bad. I can actually go home, just bed rest 2 months, 8 weeks. So then she took off the neck brace because at that point, obviously, the scan showed that nothing was wrong here. I didn't need it anymore. She took it off, and she helped me from lying position to get up and put my feet on the ground and get up, getting released. Oh my god, the pain was so bad. That's when I actually asked to go to the bathroom. I was like, okay, now I need to go. So they gave me the wheelchair. It wasn't even a regular looking wheelchair. Like, if you think of a wheelchair, you know what you think of. It was different looking, more hospital-y. I don't even know how to explain it. But wheelchair nevertheless. So then I sat on it. Another worker rolled me to the bathroom. And while I was sitting in that wheelchair, the pain was so bad. I was already seeing double. I thought I was going to pass out. It was the worst pain ever in my back. I went to the bathroom. They rolled me back to that bed to collect my stuff. My one shoe, because the other one stayed at the scene, which my mom collected. And the doctor was like, you only have one shoe. What's up with that? So I was like, literally, I don't know. So they gave me like these white slippers that you usually would see in a spa. That's what my mom said, like a spa, little slippers. And then I asked the doctor to borrow her phone, because obviously I gave mine away, dumbass. And I called my mom. Her number is like the only one I know. My sister, my father, everyone else, my best friend, I don't remember their numbers. They are in my phone, obviously saved, but I don't remember them. But I know my mom's number, that's the most important. So I called her, I was like, I'm getting released, you can come back, because I assumed she went home. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm in the waiting room. So apparently no one told her anything either. I think she asked like the receptionist or whatever they have in the hospital, and no real info from there either. I think they told her a doctor or someone will come talk to you. No one ever did. So she was like in the dark, just as me. No one was communicating anything. Horrible experience. So then I waddled to her in the hallway, and I was like, back's broken, shoulder's broken. Said what the doc said to me. Yeah, I remember that. So then I waddled with her to her car, and we drove home, and that was my area. I want to change my room around, because now all of this is just reminding me of all the hell I've been through. Had to sleep on my back, only got up when I had to go to the bathroom. I ate in bed, my mom had to do everything for me. And the pain, the pain. I'm on pain meds, stronger than anything you can buy normally, like paracetamol, however you pronounce that. I'm actually on oxy. It's narcotics, it's very strong stuff, and addictive apparently. But for me, I have it makes me nauseated. And yes, it is correct. A lot of people say nauseous. Apparently it's nauseated. It's making me nauseated. I can't eat. I've been losing weight because I can't eat, because I'm just nauseated all the time. I am down to half a pill a day instead of a full pill, so slow progress there as well. But yeah, I can't wait to get off them. But they've helped when regular painkillers didn't. And I tried switching from oxy to regular painkillers too soon, and oh my god, I was in pain. I cried like a little baby. TV from the living room, my sister and my mom actually put it here, and it's hooked up with the wire to my PC, so it's acting like a big monitor, so I can actually play video games there that require just a controller, not keyboard and mouse. So when I'm in bed with a controller I can, but also Netflix. And all the shows I watched there now remind me of when I was in pain laying there. About 3 weeks into my bed rest, because I was just lying down, I got pneumonia. I had difficulty breathing, and we called our family doc, who had to go in to get lung x-rays. With a broken spine, had to go in. So got antibiotics for that, treated that, and after that I refused to stay in bed for too long. I tried to get up more, so I actually have been up and walking and sitting sooner than I should have. I should have been 8 weeks straight bed rest, but I've been getting up more because I wanted to avoid another lung infection, another pneumonia or whatever. So that has been the story of my broken spine. My ass hurts from sitting. I think I mentioned everything. I can't recall anything I might have missed. I checked all my pinpoints. It's been a difficult journey. Difficult 2 months. Slowly but surely getting better. Excited for Halloween. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get back into making my usual stuff when I can. And stay safe out there. Bye.